This ABC15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
I'm Katie Rammel with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Developing tonight, one person is dead, another in custody after a shooting at the University of Arizona. We've been following this story since it broke, a shooting on campus in Tucson just before 2:30. Tonight we know a professor was killed and DPS says they have found their suspect outside of Gila Bend. No one else was hurt. University police have given the all clear on campus. Liberty Elementary School District says a photographer who was on school campus just last month is now accused of sexual offenses against a minor. The district sending a letter to families saying the photographer was contracted for school photos. This was at Freedom Elementary School. The photographer has not been identified publicly. We're working to learn more about the allegations now. Buckeye police want to talk to any parents or students who have more information. The county's opioid epidemic is so dire, education officials are considering putting the reversal drug Narcan in every public school to combat what officials are calling a nationwide drug crisis. Naloxone is a medicine that can reverse an opioid overdose within minutes. It attaches to opioid receptors and reverses and blocks the effects of opioids. Naloxone can quickly restore normal breathing if a person is breathing slower or has stopped altogether because of an OD. Now, right now, the DEA is trying to raise awareness among parents and kids about dealers selling pills on social media, promising illegal painkillers, but really those drugs are laced with illicitly manufactured fentanyl. That synthetic opioid is 80 to 100 times more powerful than morphine.
Your kid could be on social media in their bedroom where you think they're safe, ordering an illicit pill that's, ultimately going to lead to their, to an overdose and to them being killed.
Education is paying off. One example is a school near Kansas City. A nurse treated a student's overdose because a teacher knew exactly what to look for. Here in Arizona, not every school district stocks the drug. Back in 2018, the former director of the Arizona Department of Health Services issued standing orders for pediatric doses of naloxone so schools could purchase doses for any child over 5. To see all of Arizona's fentanyl crisis special, you can find a list of resources there as well. If you're struggling or someone you know is, head to abc15.com/in-depth. Uplifting Arizona, an 18-year-old nursing student is putting her training to work already, helping to save the life of her best friend. In August, West Mech nursing student Tiffany McFall was working as a deck attendant at Aquatot Swim School in Peoria, and she noticed her friend, who was instructing a class, begin to experience a seizure in the water. Without hesitation, she jumps in, supporting the weight of her friend under her armpits while making sure she stayed above water.
There was one thing I did say, and I will never forget it. It was, I'm here for you. Like, I was not going to let her go under.
And how about this? It was only earlier that day that she learned how to assist someone suffering from a seizure. She learned it in her nursing class. A serendipitous coincidence that likely saved her friend's life, who, by the way, has since recovered. Right now, history is happening in space. This SpaceX crew is headed for the International Space Station. What's unique? The commander of the mission, Nicole Mann, is the first Native American woman to ever go to space. She spent her life as a Marine Corps pilot and an astronaut with NASA. Her trip comes 20 years after the first Native American man walked in space.
Hey there, everyone. Tracking your most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. Your Thursday is still on the warmer side. The forecast anyway, showing temperatures starting off in the lower 70s in the morning, climbing to near 90 at midday and reaching a high of 94 degrees by the afternoon, with a slight chance of an afternoon shower or storm at 10%, with a better chance for storms east of the valley once again, as the upper level storm system that produced severe weather earlier this week is still over New Mexico, but it's going to start to slide to the west beginning Thursday into Friday, so the chance of rain will pick up later this week and into the weekend. But tomorrow, expect highs in the 60s in Flagstaff, Heber, and Cholo, 70s in Payson, 81 there in Globe, and still in the 90s from the valley and to the west too. Here's your 7-day forecast for the Phoenix metro area. Those temperatures dropping into the lower 90s by the weekend, with a chance of rain picking up Saturday and Sunday at 30%, with highs in the upper 80s beginning next week too. In Flagstaff, cooler still, with a chance for storms as high as 60% by Saturday and Sunday, and highs in the 50s beginning on Wednesday.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to abc15.com or download our free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.